I just want to know, I'm just on a Buick glitch. I've been a 14 Buick a few times. This sells for 22,600. Pretty much done this all night last night, done glitches and all that. Then you press, do you want to leave the garage? You do yes. Then you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it over and over and over and over again till you get around about a million, a little bit over a million. Gives you 22,600. That's not bad money. If you're poor as fuck, you ain't got like, need a really cool car for show. I normally do Buicks after Buicks because it's easier, it's good money. A lot of people hate Buicks. I love them. Because they're a really nice car. Buicks are nice to race. You get like this car at the first start. I love it. Like I said, I'll go from here to the Ford GT. My favourite cars, I don't mind Fords. I just don't like the Ford quality of range. You sell it till, I'm going up to like a bit over a mil. You do this like 6 or 5 times a day. I did this 3 times last night and I got up to around about 199, maybe a little bit over 199 or a little bit less. I do this over and over and over again until you get to like 1.5 mil if you need a really cool car. But me, I buy cars, test them. You never sell a car you don't know it with. I'm keeping my Ford GT. It's the best car I ever had. Pretty much, you did, like I said, you do this over and over again. If you like a Mustang, Ford Mustang Boss 302, the best car but shit off-roading. A Ford Mustang GT, best for racing. I'll tell you what, this car sells for a lot. That's why I'm not selling it. That's why I'm selling a Buick, because it's fun and it's easy. It's good money. You get it quick, you get it fast. So I've gone like to a race, example, a race. I normally do a race before I do anything else. Sorry for the blinds, because the blinds are fucking annoying. It's going to be a little bit dark on the game at the moment. Like I said, I just sell the Buick every time. The Buick's alright if you're racing it, but it's not the best of the best car to have, because it doesn't go up to from 1 to 3 straight up. Like I said, I'll go to this Buick, go to the Ford, then go to the Buick again. You go to the Buick twice. You'll be in a Buick when you get in there. It's like I don't say it's a glitch. More say if it is, it is, because it says in the title. I don't mind glitches on Need for Speed. I'll never do them on GTA 5. Definitely didn't say hi, someone do. Like you see, pretty soon I'll be in a Buick again. Like it repeats it. I didn't know what I did. It just sent you to a Buick. Think it wouldn't do it for PS4. It might do it for PS4, but not sure yet. Not sure stuffed up, but like I said, you can stuff up, still go out, come back in when you sell the car. I was put you in a Buick straight up. It's easy and it's money. I'm sorry for the blinds and all that shit because I don't have a camera. Do this over and over again. It's going to get boring, but I'll eventually do something. I'm not online. I'm online on my phone, but not online. You go to the Ford GT. I'll be on. Sometimes it's cinematic glitches sometimes because it's not the best. Because sometimes what they do, like 800,000, that is a lot of money to me. If I had that money in real life, I'm gonna spend it. I'll just put it to my bank account every time if we can redraw that. Almost to a mil. Almost. You just need 200 more off the mil. Like I said, it's easy money instead of buying crates or the shipments all the time. It's going to be easier that way. And yes, I will be editing. Not really. I don't really edit any of my videos. It's just up and straight and flaming good. I'll be back. Okay, I was going to talk, guys. Like I said, I like repeating myself. I just like to see what I have and what I don't have. I was posting something on YouTube maybe a year ago about how much I was depressed with a lot of things. And it's not because I was going through depression or anything like that. I just wanted to feel what was right for myself and what was right for my subscribers. I've stopped like 2 or 3. I think it was 2 years. I stopped YouTubing. In 2014, I stopped. No, I started in 2012. I started YouTubing. I'm pretty young. I'm young. I want people to understand I go through a lot. I'll be keep on doing this till I get a meal, and I'll be buying the most expensive car, my expensive mobile. I like McLarens because McLaren's a nice car. I want something like more neat and more relaxed cars. I go to the Ford, then go to the Buick. You have the Buick first, then you go to Ford second. You go to Buick after, and sell the Buick. Reasons of that for motor, I call it the motor of wise choice. Because it's easier for me to explain why I do stuff a lot more harder. I want something better and better and better. I don't like people talking trash on any games. I don't like GTA 5. I don't mind Rockstar. I don't mind Rockstar and the games they make, like GTA, or the series of GTA I liked. Red Dead 1 and 2, based off apartments. Why I like Red Dead 2 better than Red Dead 1, because it's easier, it's better. It's better than it was on Red Dead Online for 1. It's just easier. I know I won't get enough subscribers for this and not enough for that. I just don't want people to understand that I'm going to be rich on this game. And I hope EA, because EA can't fix this. Especially for offline stuff. I'm doing this completely offline. EA will still watch me in a way of common sense, because it's their game, it's their hero apartment. You pretty much have to finish the game before you do this. This is one of the cars I've got. Replica of Fast and the Furious, the most nicest cars I like. And you can get that livery in this game. Yeah, I like it. It's easier and it's a better way off. I have to use 2 hands on the remote because I can't really read any of that stuff. It's easier for me to do this because it's easier for me to understand why I'm doing this, because I'm broke, but I'm going to get a bit richer. I'm rich already. I don't need to have any more money. I need to do cars if I want to do the specialized cars. It's easy for that. It's so fucking easy. I can do this like 6 or 4 times. Even more better to get a meal. It took today. I was doing a race. I figured it out. You can do it on the end of Need for Speed Payback. I'll tell you things about Need for Speed Payback no one will know, and no one, like little kids that play it, it's good for them. It's MA 15 plus, and I got really upset because it was going to be PG'd wires. See, this happens all the time. It's like EA's on top of me right now because I'm doing this. It's harder than it is to not see. Like, this car is 131 Ti. That means Type 1. I don't need, if I go right in the mill, I don't need any more money. I will keep on doing this over and over and over again. I'll show you how I do this. Some of this money was early today. Some of the money was not today. I've bought the most expensive off-road. That was a Porsche. End up with a small Porsche at the end. You can choose the full drive or a white Porsche. But I'm like a little smidge away from $1 million right now. Should I save the million? Yes, because it can give me better things in life. Like my dad said, if you're in a game, what would you do? I said, money glitch. I let people give me so much money. I want to care. And that's what I told Dad. Now I'm gonna buy a drift car, the most beautiful car I like. I like these cars. It's a Nissan Silvia. They're the best one car for a drifter. They're good in racing, but they're really, really, really fun. Um, I will show you these cars because you get more variety of cars. The Beetle, is it worth 30,300? Yes, because that's a clip find. Same with the Mustang, same with this car, and same with this car. The thing I like about the Chevy in Bel Air, you can turn it into a really sexy drift car. Um, you can turn that into a really hot up drift car. This car is my most loved car. It's based off a Chevy C10 step side pickup. Um, C10 Renaissance Circuit 10. Um, you can look it up. It can be different from used. C10 is Circuit 10 step side pickup. These trucks were made for movies. In the day, and Rainbow did not have a car, but this car right now, the Ford Roadster, is the most lovable car. I love it, but I just don't want to buy it right now. Go through the start again. This car is alright. It's worth 30,300. That's what it is because it's the most rarest car in the game. Because it's the oldest car you can get. I like it. That's a Volkswagen Beetle. This is a Volkswagen Golf GTI. Do not like them. I like the newer ones. I just don't like this. A Mazda 1990, 1996. Sorry for that. These cars were best in the early 90s. Pretty much what it says there. They're not too bad. They're my favorite by Mazda. They're not too bad. I like the new one better. The Ford Mustang, 38,950. The most lovable cars back in the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s. They still make them to this day, not in that shape, but in a different form of shape. They make a Ford Mustang GT these days. They're the nicest cars. A Mazda MX-5 to 2015. That's when my name passed. 2015 is when my name passed. This car is alright, but it doesn't stagger my trickness, what I want to do with it. Nissan Fairlady, I don't like. I do not like them. It's a replica of a new 350Z. This car I hate. This car I mostly love. It's, I already said it once before. Same with that. The Chevy Camaro SS. That's not a best car to race in. That's not the best car for off-roading. It's the best car to have for drift or drag. Things why I say it's not good for racing. It's not good for drifting. That's good for drag. It's not good for racing and off-roading. It's good for drag racing and shift. I don't know why, because I see people on YouTube doing it. A Subaru BRZ Premium, that's a 2016 model. I am including that too. That's I think that's a 1945. Red Star 1945 Um, yeah, that's the oldest car in the world in this game. A Ford Mustang Fox body. They were around about the 90s. Same with these cars. What would that spilt drink on me? Spilt my farm. That's a Type X. The most lovable cars. I don't mind them. I don't like them. I'm supposed to drink my thing. Like I said, a Buick GNX. I don't mind them. They're nice. They're beautiful. They're attractive. Um, a Honda RT 2000. The best cars in that year. I think of buying that. This is my favorite. It's a Mercury. There's a guy in Port has this car and it's most loved. Yes. Nissan Silvia Spec R RO. They were only the ones that came out with an S. It's a side-on N, but they were actually a S. Good for drifting, good for racing, not good for drag. A Mazda S2000. Good for drifting, good for drag. Good for racing, good for drag, good for drifting, not as great off-roading. Golf GTI Club Sport. I love it. This is the car I like. It's replica off the old one, but it's not like that. Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Nice. This is a 2015 Civic Type R. Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 1X. I think that's 11. Good off-roading, good for racing. Not good for drag and drift. Oh, that might be good for drag and drift. Let me skip. Okay, I'll tell you a thing. I told this to my friend. This car is a really good car. It's a Nissan Skyline GTR V spec. That's a 5 spec. This is the bit older car. This was around about 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, maybe 2004. This car recently came out, but this is a 1997 model, and it's 5, pretty much. This car came out that time, and I'll show you a newer version to that. Mercedes AMG A45, don't like, and I don't mind Dodge, but I just don't like them. This is a new version. This is Paul Walker's car. It's a Nissan Silvia GTR V spec. It's based off this car, right? Put this in mind. This car is based off this car. This is a T130. This is a T1 144. This is a little bit faster than the other one. A BMW M2, not the greatest, not the fun cars. The M3 E92, E-Class, Dodge Charger, nice cars that I'm wanting. There's a BMW M4 GTS. I actually did race that in one stage. It was a beautiful car to race. This car really friggin' gets me. It's a BMW M5. These cars did come out in black, maroon, and everything. This car only came out in maroon in the day. Most of these are based off everyday cars, rich man cars. It's easy to forget the best cars because some of these cars are very, very expensive, and you'll see the most expensive cars in a minute. And you'll see why I like this expensive cars because it's easier. It's a premium one off one thing. I don't mind them. I just don't like the way the car's been built. And the performance of the cars, I would pretty much test. I only test the stock versions of these. Yeah. You always say why I love my expensive cars, guys, because it's the best thing to get to. Now I'm going to go into millions of dollars. Now I'm into $1 million of these cars. This is just over a mil. This is way over a mil. I'm not going to spend over $1 million on these cars. Sorry to say. I only will spend around about just under 288,300. Because of that, I love my expensive cars. Don't want to spend too over much. Because I want to be a rich boy on this game. I got Ford GT. I already got that. I don't need to buy any more of that. I love the McLaren P1. I just don't like the attitude of the McLaren P1. I really want something hot, cool, and thing. This is a McLaren I love. I don't mind this McLaren. It's a McLaren 570S. That means McLaren 570 seconds. It's the best. It's cool. It's low priced. I love it. I'm gonna buy it because I love my cars, but I'm not gonna buy it for this build because I want to make it for a drift car, the best one-off-one drift. It's got more speed to the rear. These cars are my most favorite loved. These are my most loved favorite cars. I love to bits. I don't like them because they're the beautiful car in the world. I let this do it itself. It's the most lovable and the most beautiful car in the world. Only why I like this car. It's the most fantastic. It's the most lovable car in the world. I love this car to bits. I'm not sure if I want to buy this car. I just don't want it. I want it because I want to be a rich boy. This game is way better than Forza Horizon 3 and 2 and 1, and a little bit better than 4. I only like this game because you can build it based on line. The online's so fucking perfect. I used to play this at the old house when I used to have internet. I'll let you guys know if I want to buy it or not. It's a lot of hard work to try to find and do a statement on cars. Because of that, it's hard, it's difficult. I just don't have a momentum for it. Okay, this is much better. It's a little bit closer. This is a McLaren. 570 seconds. I say seconds because it's got an S. It might not be seconds. It might be something better and good. I'm thinking of buying it, guys, because it's, you know, I'm just looking at it for ages. Okay, see what I mean? That will be only limited to race only. Fuck it, I'll just get it on drift. If it lets me, I do it on drift. I'm spending a fair bit on this. If it lets me find the same car for the drift moments. This is the McLaren. I want to buy. Same McLaren that I just showed you. I'm a McLaren boy. I love my McLarens. If it lets me get that McLaren. Yes, it lets me get that McLaren. Oh, la, la, la. I'm getting it for drift because it's going to be... I'm sending it off to storage. Because why do this as a build, I am going to buy another car. I'm going to buy... I buy this car for the drift. Because it's easier and cheaper. Yeah, I can drive it and do whatever. I think why I like the McLaren and the Bel Air, because the Bel Air is pretty much in GTA 5. Customizations on this car in Need for Speed is not like you get on GTA 5, not even near that. I am going here, then I... It's a bit glitchy, but I don't mind because I'm just YouTubing again. See, what I like about this car, it's a perfect drift car for my build. I only got a McLaren for a drift because it's just my show drift car. I only do it for a show drifting contest. Like if I was doing like missions and all that shit, I would have done this car. The good cars are... car to make money off. I make so much money off this car. This is only going to cost a fair bit. I already bought this, okay. I'm gonna lower this just to that. Change the color, go there. Where's my car for this color? Don't have it. This car is good in silver, white, blue, and black. I did black because it looks way better. I'll go with that, that. I just need someone to come in because I want to do a really fucking awesome build. I'm gonna do that. I am gonna spend over a fair bit of grandness. I am going to build something beautiful and better for this drift build. This is a drift build. Most of my fans won't like it the way I do my cars. Because I love my cars. I love doing them up. This is why I like car games. Because you get the most things out of cars. If they had really good red lights, I'll do blue, do yellow. I need to want a drift build because it's fun, it's better, and it's nice to do a drift build. The front to the back is different. Well, I'm doing it different towards other people's drift builds because it's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Because it's fun to do my own drift build, and I want to see how I exceed in the drift build. Some people say, "Oh, this is just a waste of time watching someone doing this and doing that." Drift builds, yes, it's boring. Because I don't mind doing something a tiny bit extreme. And tiny bit more than extreme. This is going to be decked out in black. I'm going to do that. This is my drift build right now. So this is my drift build at this moment. This is just the complication of complications at the moment. Now, tiny bit lower. The things I don't do is like rims. Yeah, I don't like this color. Battery going low. I don't care if the battery goes low because I'm doing this for years. Black rims in this car doesn't suit it, I have to be honest. I have to make this quick because I'm just finishing this off. I don't. So I don't have much to do with that. This is my drift build. I'll get rid of this. Now I can express this build. Let me put my phone on charge. This is how this is gonna look like. It's not as quick. It's not the best at this moment. I'm gonna specialize this right here. I want to see how this car goes in drift wise, guys. This, guys, I am gonna set it up the way I want to set it up. Now what I do is He wants me. I'm gonna do this loose as a fish.
Now the sun's setting on the day numbers. That ain't been some of this street racing action.
Now, B is one little drift area I like, and I do love to bits. To do best.